Administrators, teachers, coaches, and other students tell us to just keep quiet and take it. We are told a girl's place is to be seen and not heard.
And you know what? Who says that? You know who normally says this? The patriarchy. Hey guys, what's up? It's me again. I got another video for you today. If you like the content, this one is a good one. And like, share, hit the subscribe, and let's start.
New Zealand's Laurel Hubbard, the first openly transgender female athlete to compete at the Olympics. Laurel Hubbard, prior to her transition, competed in men's weightlifting.
That's already forced out a Tongan weightlifter because there was only room for one space from the Oceania group, apparently. So a Tongan weightlifter, a 21-year-old woman, has missed out.
She's not going to dominate the competition. Not
New Zealand's Laurel Hubbard, the first openly transgender female athlete to compete at the Olympics. Laurel Hubbard, prior to her transition, competed in men's weightlifting.
That's already forced out a Tongan weightlifter because there was only room for one space from the Oceania group, apparently. So a Tongan weightlifter, a 21-year-old woman, has missed out.
she's not going to dominate the competition.
She didn't. She won no Olympic medals. But still,
She's taken a place from someone.
she took a spot from Tracy Lambrace. She was told,
You won't be selected as the New Zealand super heavyweight weightlifter because Hubbard is better than you.
This isn't fair
she and others aren't happy, but most stay silent.
because every time we try to voice it, we get told to be quiet.
I've been training to be a championship sprinter since I was 8 years old.
So let's start. What do you think about that? Why is it possible that somebody can replace you just because they're better, but normally they would be doing whatever they're doing in a different category? You know? I mean, a lot of people have been suggesting why don't trans people use like their own category, and the main answer I keep hearing is, we're not a dog. You should not separate us. And I'm like, maybe we have to, because if there's gonna be so many people, so many transgender, the way you're advocating for this in the future, there's going to come a point that no woman wants to participate in women's sport. You're gonna tell me then it's racist or transphobic or whatever for a woman to decide to, I don't know, I don't want to have anything to do with this sport? That's kind of weird, don't you think? And then you're gonna call people transphobe if it's not promoted. Then the whatever other sport has to support you. Do you see where I'm going?
With the help of my parents, my coaches, and my teammates, I did it. By sophomore year of high school, in 2018, I was one of the top 5 female high school sprinters in Connecticut.
Okay.
But then, one day, I wasn't. At the state championships that year, 2 people passed me, passed all of us girls, literally. They finished first and second in our races, dominating the field. Were they more motivated? Did they train harder? I don't think so. But they did have an edge, a big one we couldn't match. They were biological boys who said they were transgender girls. Do you think that's fair? Males competing against females? Before you make up your mind, let me tell you a bit about what it took for me to become a top female sprinter. It meant training with my team every day after school for at least 2 hours, working to shave fractions of a second off of my time in the 100 and 200 meter dash.
Yikes.
It meant not hanging out after school or going out with friends on the weekends. It meant getting up early every Saturday morning and competing all day at a meet. It meant not indulging in any of the things that might cost me my dream.
That is like, for example, I train a kid that he has to become the best of the best, and suddenly he has to move to a different country. There are different people. They are way better than everything. I'm like, why did we move to this country? They're way better in this country. I don't want to train here. I will never get a scholarship. I will never get a trainer. I will never reach a championship. I did this all for nothing. I got a healthy body, but that's it. But now I have to watch people that are better than me and clap for them because they were a hero to be able to tell, talk, represent the change. I don't know, man. I feel bad for the ladies. But then again, ladies, you're gonna have to speak up. Because for me, this is Netflix. It's entertainment. But one day I wouldn't even have anything to watch.
And here's the thing about the two biological males that took the top 2 girls' medals in the state of Connecticut. Their times were not even good enough to qualify them to compete in the state championships on the boys' team.
Ooh.
Let me say that again in case you missed it.
They suck in their own department, but they're champions in the department of women. Come on, bruh.
Their times were not good enough to qualify them for the boys' state championships. But 2 years in a row, they won first and second place competing against the girls. All in all, these two biological males won 15 women's state championship titles. Some in the media have accused me of being a sore loser. They tell me to run harder. But the biological changes that males go through during puberty are so significant, they gain an insurmountable advantage in strength and in speed. That's why boys always competed against boys and girls against girls. U.S. runner Allison Felix is an inspiration to me. She's the fastest female sprinter in the world. Her lifetime best for the 400 meters is 49.26 seconds. But based on 2018 data, nearly 300 high school boys in the U.S. alone could beat that record.
Does that make any sense? To the people that disagree with this, how can you tell me that a normal high school boys, right, that might train once in a while, can beat the fastest woman that is training professionally? That means there's something in their body that's really gangster. But you're like, no, they're taking a pill, they're taking a shot, now they're a woman, so it's impossible. It's like a clay that you made a vase, it's dried up, and you're telling me, well, we are shaving the vase, we're changing the design, so it's not a vase anymore. It's not as hard. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot make something look a little different and tell me it's not a vase anymore. You don't really care what you're doing. You're advocating that collateral damage should be accepted. Dude, people are giving up their life. Oh my god. It's the fact that you see this and you're like, nah man, she's a woman. It's quite clear you don't care about the statistic because your definition of your truth is not statistically proven. You just say it and everybody believes it because there's a bunch of people, especially women, we have to empathize with them.
What we are talking about then is not just boys taking women's trophies, though they are. And we aren't talking about biological boys taking women's athletic scholarships, though they'll do that too. When biological boys are allowed to compete against girls in sports like track, where the differences in performance are so great, we are talking about girls getting shut out, never getting the chance to win or even compete at all. When two biological boys took the first and second place spots against me in the 2019 Indoor State Championship, I lost the opportunity to participate at the New England Championships. I lost the chance to be scouted by top coaches, possibly even to win scholarships. Right now, biological boys are being allowed to set records on the girls' team, deleting girls' records, erasing the achievements of actual girls, and setting a standard probably no girl can meet, no matter how much she trains or how hard she tries.
Yeah, there was this guy that actually, he just walked. He didn't take any gene therapy or whatever. And he just said, you know what, I'm going to identify as a woman and I'm just going to lift all these weights, and broke all the women's record. And then he switched back. But now, his scores are still there. His highest score as a woman is there. You gotta be freaking kidding me. How is it even possible, ladies and gentlemen? Why would you normalize that? You're like, yeah, that's kind of weird, unfair, but we have to keep it because it will empower the transgender people. What about the woman that you came out of? Don't you appreciate that? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird.
The reason that we have girls' sports in the first place is to give female athletes with talent, hard work, and dedication an equal opportunity to shine and be recognized.
Yep.
But girls will never have that opportunity if they are forced to compete with biological boys in sports like track and field, softball, volleyball, or basketball.
A girl has the right to be in a way that I want to reach a specific glory. At that event, I don't have that glory. Parents go and help the daughters to reach that glory. It's not happening. So there comes a point they're gonna be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just go do something else, a different sport. Maybe, you know what? I'll just go old school. Nice cute lady at home taking care of my man. It might happen. But guess what? That's not even allowed. Because right now there are even transgender people that want to date lesbian because they consider them lesbian with a PP. Why? This is crazy, bro. Am I the only one that's like confused that we reach a place right now that we need to give everybody equal opportunity, but it has become in a way that heteros have had enough opportunities, so now we have to destroy everything because socialism.
Women fought too hard for too long so girls like me can have the opportunity to compete on a level playing field.
True.
Maybe worst of all, when girls try to object, when we point out the truth, that biological differences in strength and speed between boys and girls are massive and real, we're called bigots. Administrators, teachers, coaches, and other students tell us to just keep quiet and take it. We are told a girl's place is to be seen and not heard.
And you know what? Who says that? You know who normally says this? The patriarchy. You guys are the new gangster modified patriarchy. You're the new fascist. And you blame us by the same thing? You're the bigot. You're reverse Uno the bigotry.
Well, we won't be silenced. We are fighting back. With 2 other top female runners in Connecticut, I have filed a federal lawsuit under Title IX to protect the rights of women and girls to a fair competition on a level playing field. Please don't turn your backs on us, America. This isn't about gender identity. It's about fair play. I'm Selena Soul for Prager University.
So what are my thoughts on the whole situation? Well, honestly, as I said before, it's just Netflix. I can just hope for the best. I can hope she tells her story with all the other people. Everybody has to be anonymous, but that's the thing. They want to silence you. And the fact that you are silenced, and when they speak to specific people from the LGBTQ that are supporting this, they told me, well, when I watch the news, I don't hear that people are so negative. So maybe you're inventing it. I'm like, no, you can't silence people and then be saying, well, nobody is telling me anything. You shame people. And normally men would not even care about that. But you actually demasculated men so much, so they're not speaking out, because the moment we speak out, you're a racist, you're a bigot, I see how you talk to me. And most ladies don't like it because ladies are a social game, right? Ladies, oh, I don't want people to think like that about me, oh my god. So it's a very bad situation for ladies, I get it. But ladies, you're gonna have to be strong. The only strong ladies that I see right now are moms when you touch their kids. They're the only ones that can speak out, and nobody can tell them anything because nobody is going to accept that you're messing with their kids' education and teaching those stuff. But still, the transgender people are still going after the kids. We need to teach them as that young what they can do with their pee-pee and stuff. I'm like, nah man, you want to care so much about the kids, make your freaking own. The moment you can take care of the kid, give him milk, guide him in life, in all the pressure, all the things that's happening, then we can have a chat. Then I can respect you that you know what you're asking me because you understand kids. But if you're on the outside, you have been hurt and you think you can relate to a baby that you've never seen, but you know what, he kind of has the same voice, so I'm going to advocate for him. Hey parents, that is not your right. The school will tell you how we have to educate. Nah. You're going in a very wrong direction. That is how wars start. That when you tell people how they're supposed to live, when you bully them. So anyway, I don't want to make the video too long, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I just saw this clip and I thought it was interesting, and I just wanted to talk about it, and let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Peace.
don't get me wrong. Makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turloqueta verdeta welcome. Den bida mi a tu iniciativa padrei ku indica e também que sum sativa te ainda no que acepta ku eta medicina Bob D nang di eta causa rebeldia cooking